everybody? I'm Cortez Hero. I'm here with my man Phlip Watts, and we're representing hip hop tonight and the Bap Music Channel. We're bringing you a quick little 2020 year-end wrap-up. It's already been a couple crazy days into 2021. We wanted to talk about what we had going on last year, what we're excited about for this year. So, what's going on? Phlip, how you doing, brother?
I'm living, man. I'm trying to maintain, man. That's pretty much it, man. How about you, bro?
Doing good. Can't complain, man. Just, trying to keep moving, keep grooving, doing what I gotta do.
Yeah,
keep getting the numbers up, man.
Yeah, got to get these numbers up, man. Got to get these subscriptions up, all that good stuff, man. So, let's get it, man. Let's get into these topics.
Yeah, man. Well, if you're tuned in, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and let us know how you like everything we got going on. Let's take a look at some of our top moments of this past year, 2020. For me, I know just getting this whole TV show off the ground, getting it started, putting together something that just came from my mind and trying to manifest it out into the world, That was my highlight for this year, just the entire process of doing this, everything I've learned. And I know I got a lot more to learn, but I feel like I'm making progress, man. What do you feel like are some of your best moments of the past year?
Man, so I would say pretty much the same, dog. Like, honestly, just creating, just having the idea. My first video, man, was made on my phone, on my iPhone. I mean, an outdated iPhone 6S. I started off the year with, man. I even had phone calls with you where my sound was going in and out, man. So to just add on, like my backdrop, y'all can see the first video, my blinds are in the background. My first logo was garbage, all that, man, and just to every single video, just to elevate and, just try to, make the channel look a lot more like, a lot more of an impressive platform for, the independent artists to, to share their music and to present their, their content and everything like that, man. So the process of just getting it up and going, meeting all these new artists, even making friends out of this, man, even meeting you, because I remember the day I saw Hip Hop Tonight, I was like, oh boy, you'd like to be the only, when you first come out, you'd like to be the only one, but it's dope, man. Like when, we live like literally 20 minutes from each other, if that far, and to have met you and to even, build that relationship, man, it's just been a dope experience. So man, 2020's been dope. It sucked, just being stuck in the house and everything, but something good came out of it,
Yeah, it kind of led to a lot of introspection. I think being stuck in the house makes you just want to do something, and I think that it's good to have a creative outlet. I try to preach that on my show a lot, just being creative instead of consuming every day, making something, put it out in the world. It's a satisfying feeling. So, that was a good feeling for sure, and just getting shit off. Getting things rolling, getting things off the ground a little bit. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see where we can take stuff in the future. This year is going to be a big year. I can feel it for sure.
I think so too as well, man. I think the most challenging, just to kind of go into it, the most challenging thing, man, honestly, is the getting the subscriptions up, man. I think this year I'm gonna focus a lot more on, my channel, my merch, everything like that. Make sure y'all go to Boom Bap Apparel. We got plenty of artists that, have created their own designs, and, you guys can kind of be more a part of what it is that they're doing as well. So, it's been a dope year, man, but it definitely has been challenges. Well, I'm curious, what have been some of your biggest challenges?
My biggest challenges are, a lot of it is kind of conceptual, in deciding what I want to do and how I want to approach it.
Right.
I feel like I'm the type of person who can overanalyze things a little bit. So I try to doing the live interviews kind of forces me to just make snap decisions without overthinking things too much sometimes. So I kind of put a little bit of pressure on myself. So challenges are kind of just deciding what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do, and then doing it, you know? Yeah. So it's like you want to have like a whole committee of people you can ask. Yeah. Make sure you're making the right choice sometimes, but at the end of the day, you just have to trust your gut. Yeah. And, you know, hope that things work out. Because at the end of the day, like it's the process, it's the journey, it's not the destination, right? So try to enjoy the fact that I get to make these decisions and creative choices. Right. It's a blessing in itself. So
I don't think people even know the challenge either. Cause you know, like you when you go live, I'm sure you know there's a lot more pressure on that. Like people don't even realize, like you got to ask a million questions, you got to give the artist time to speak, you know, and you got to always look at the camera, and it's tough, man. It's a lot that goes into it. Then after that, you got to edit it. You know, well, you going live is just even more pressure, but even the editing takes so much time, and not having a committee of people to help you, you know, man, and being trailblazers, man, you know, like we're trying something, you know, we haven't maybe seen too many, you know, examples of what it is that we're personally trying to do. So it's difficult, man. So y'all know that we put a lot of time and effort into these videos, man. So the best thing y'all can do to support me and Cortez is to just watch the content, subscribe to the channels, you know, become patrons of our social media accounts, whatever, you know, just support us, because we do this for the artists and we do it for the love of music and entertainment. So, you know, hopefully this year, you know, tune in a whole lot more, you know, and watch and there's gonna be a lot of different well, we'll get into that later, but I definitely look forward to working with you a whole lot more this year too, man. I think it's gonna be fun.
Content, a lot more content to create. I'll be putting out a lot more this year for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you got for us, man? What's the first topic?
Man, so let's think about this past year, you know.
Okay.
There was a little bit of a limit on some of the music that came out. I know we were looking forward to a lot.
Right.
Past few years, we've been kind of waiting around for certain artists.
Right.
But I wonder who had the best year this year, like in terms of the music they put out, maybe the impact overall, just in terms of the best creators in hip hop for sure. You know, I felt like Griselda had a great year. All of them. Benny the Butcher's album is one of my top albums of the year.
Lil Baby had a phenomenal year.
Yeah, who would have thought Lil Baby would have like the top political anthem of the year?
Oh man, you know, like that. That song is hopefully. I'm hoping that song doesn't stand the test of time, because then that means we would have progressed at some point, man. But with the way things have been for so long now, man, I can foresee that being, you know, the anthem. You know,
it's bigger than Black and White.
Yeah, you know, I can see that being an anthem for a long time, man. Just because, like, it's we in America, man. That's just sadly enough, man. Hopefully things get better, but you know, I definitely enjoy that song. I think the impact of that song, I think that probably, for me personally, that song probably had more impact than any other song that I listened to, just because of everything that happened, not only with just COVID-19, but just all of the unfortunate incidents, you know, that occurred, man. So, but on an independent level though, with some of the artists that, you know, you and I both work with and know, who would you say had, let's say first and foremost, who had the best movement of 2020?
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's actually a really good question. You know, I think I want to say shout out to Grit Management. I think he has a great roster of artists on his team.
Absolutely.
Antonio. And some of his artists have been putting in a lot of work. I've been seeing them working with Dro's art, you know, working with Rhapsody, different artists and stuff. So
right.
I think that's a good movement. And my man Marquis Steele, he just got shouted out on Ebro in the morning, you know.
Right.
So big shout out to him, you know. Yeah, Bap Music Channel had a good year in terms of people he's been collaborating with.
Yeah, man. You know what, man? I would have to say, if I had to go best movement, if I gotta pick one, I gotta go Official AB. And the only reason why I would go Official AB is because his content all year was strong. The visuals that he put out was strong. My brother put out, like, he was performing and putting other artists on in his shows as well. So not only did he perform and I got a chance to see him perform, but he also had a lineup of other great performers that I got a chance to even, you know, recognize at that point. And with No Ink 4, he did 16 songs, and each song was very, very good, man. 98 Misdemeanor, Vibes, those were my two favorite songs. He had, with a 98 Misdemeanor, he had a sample with Aaliyah, and you can't play with Aaliyah, you know. And I think he did a really
he did his thing over that one.
He did a really good job, you know. And so I would have to say the movement of the year, you know, as far as like the artists that I work with, no slight to anybody, because I got a lot of favorites, but I would have to say AB probably had like the best year. Just as far, and he's got merch out, you know, that's on, you know, Boom Bap Apparel as well. So shout out to AB, man, thank you. So if you had to choose one, who would you go with?
Man, if I had to choose just one artist that had the best year, in all honesty, I interviewed this group, Problem Child, and their numbers went way up this year during the pandemic. They really took advantage of it. They've been putting out freestyle videos, like a lot of content. I still see them constantly on my timeline, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out Sean Red Rum too. He's constantly pushing Lamborghini.
Oh, definitely shout out to him. I definitely enjoy his music, man. He did a really good job. Whose album really impressed you this year? Who you feeling this year? Well, in 2020.
Man, you know, I'm a little biased, but my man KB with the R&B, man.
Okay.
He has some bangers on there. You know, he was one of my first interviews.
Okay.
I'll get him back on the show. I don't know if you ended up hearing his, but he got some great songs for sure. What would you say?
Dog, I can name a couple right now. Azo Capone had a really great album. I think it came out around Labor Day or Memorial Day. One of the days you get a day off. I don't know. I don't keep up. But I remember he had a lot of momentum. I might even have to give him a strong consideration for, you know, best movement of 2020 as well. Azo he has a really strong following. Him and AB actually did a song together. It's actually
that's one of my favorite songs on his album.
Yeah, that song was hard, you know. So Tesh, Yellow Jacket 2, that's probably definitely up there as far as like one of my favorite albums of 2020. She did a thing, you know, her whole album was a vibe, man, that I really enjoyed. So Tesh, and I'm gonna give it to my man, you know, Michael X, man. I like this trilogy, the Timeless trilogy that he did. Timeless, Still Timeless, and Timeless Forever. I really enjoyed it. I like the message that he had in there sonically. You know, people were asking me like, you know, who is this guy? You know, who's producing his music? I think for him to be as young as he is, and for him to kind of know what his message is going to be, and you know, and getting to know him on a personal level as well. You know, I really enjoyed, you know, that album and what it had to bring. And I'm gonna be biased a little bit too. I did a review, you know, on the Timeless album, man. So I really enjoyed it.
True.
Yeah.
I did like we don't rendezvous at the Lookout. You know. Yeah.
That Timeless, man. Timeless Forever was that album is crazy, dog. Like where he went with that sonically, like I really enjoy his music, man. I just really hope in 2021 that everybody like really gives these artists a chance and a listen, man, because they putting out just as good music. I keep saying this every video, but I've been so occupied and just listening to them, you know, like, you know, I'm gonna let you cover the whole, you know, the main industry, man. Like, who do you think had the biggest impact in, you know, on a commercial level though? Like, who do you think kind of moved hip hop forward, you know, for us, you know, this year?
You know, like I was saying, Griselda had a good movement. West Side Gun. I hope that they continue to be power players this year and beyond. And I hope that like Kendrick and Jay-Z, J. Cole, and all of them. Put some Griselda features on their albums, man. That's really gonna solidify these guys. And we got some good Detroit artists coming up as well.
Right.
You know, shout out to the Internet Dogs, my brother.
Okay.
Got a man.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, so we'll see, man. You know, I gotta plug myself in there a little bit.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. If I rapped, I would have had this.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta throw your name out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hero, got the best year. You know.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully Jay dropping an album this year, man. I've been a Jay fan since. I think Jay is really the one that turned me on to hip hop the most. You know, like that Blueprint is when I really came into hip hop, and you know that's when I started memorizing lyrics and everything. And I didn't even start realizing some of the double entendres or triple entendres even that Jay was spitting until I came of age, and you know, it take a while, you know. So, man, I'm a Drake fan. Sorry, I don't know, you know, that's a popular opinion or not. But man, I was listening to
forward to that Certified Lover Boy.
I would have to say, you know, like after If You're Reading This Is Too Late album had dropped, I kind of fell off from Drake a little bit just because of accusations, you know, things that happened between him and Pusha. You know, I fell back a little bit just because he was getting this you know, this reputation with him. But at the same time, like Drake is writing for some of our favorite artists. I mean, I think that whatever he's doing with OVO, man, I just think it's unprecedented. I don't think Jay's been this hot for this. Go ahead.
No, you said it's unprecedented how long he's
this run, man, like at number one. Yeah, because I mean, Jay had his run and then he stopped at the Black album. And I remember, like, if it wasn't for Lil Wayne, that's why if Lil Wayne, if you ever see this, I definitely hope you drop an album in 2021. I think Lil Wayne is an alien. I think his metaphors is next to none. I think the way he can just rap on a song with anybody. I think that he's influenced this whole generation of artists that we are listening to right now. So Wayne single-handedly saved hip hop when Jay-Z left. That's just my opinion. Back when Nas said that hip hop was dead and everybody was cranking that Soulja Boy, you know, Lil Wayne.
How do you think, I was thinking about that the other day, Lil Wayne is probably the biggest influence in like current hip hop. Like,
Absolutely.
What do you think about like Bone Thugs and Harmony, man? I feel like everybody got that Bone Thugs flow now. Like,
I mean, basically, I think they the template, man. If you think about it, man, they were the first ones rapping and harmonizing. You know, and that's all music is now. That style of music single-handedly got almost rid of R&B. You know, like when the R&B, I don't know, like, you know, I'm missing that vibe too. I wish we did have a Love album that came out. I'm a huge Barry White fan, you know, but I feel like when those collaborations started happening, and then you
got that Barry White kind of, you know what I'm saying? Got
the Barry, you know what I'm saying? But that's probably one of I think Barry White is this is just a side note. Barry White is probably my favorite artist of all time. Awesome. I feel like what he did with the symphonies, like sonically, like his voice, everything, like the lyrics. I mean, he's just my favorite artist of all time. So,
yeah, but he's underrated producer and composer for sure.
And he gets ton of love, and I still feel like he's underrated.
Yeah.
I still feel like that. But yeah, just going back to Bone Thugs, I feel like even for Lil Wayne to be able to do that, How to Love, I feel like Bone Thugs kind of just opened, like nobody was harmonizing. And I mean, Ja Rule and 50 Cent, and then everybody started moving into that. That's where I believe R&B died. But I feel like that's where the influence between Lil Wayne and his rapping style, even his style, period, being yourself and everything like that.
Yeah.
But
and
also,
dreadlocks.
Right, the dreadlocks. Oh my goodness, yeah, like the individuality, the whole rock star mentality.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, in that case, he fathered a lot of, you know, he influenced. I ain't gonna say father, you know, I ain't gonna son nobody, but he definitely fathered this whole. I'm gonna have to say it. I mean, this is Wayne. Like this is his influence is shining bright in this day and age, you know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Yeah,
I'm thinking about that though. Like, if you're an artist who never listened to Bone Thugs, but you rapping just like Bone Thugs, you didn't even know that you're just following somebody else's style. Like, do they still deserve credit for that, for doing it first? Or
I don't think you could take credit for an individual that you didn't influence, but you were probably influenced by somebody that was influenced by. So.
Right.
If so facto, you still were influenced by, like, Bone Thugs, man. I mean, what was the Crossroads, man? Like, nobody even knows the words.
Damn,
but,
man.
You know what I mean? Damn, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
That shit would hit today. That shit would hit right now.
Oh, and it was kind of like mumble rap a little bit. Let's be honest.
It was.
Right. I don't even. No, I don't know what he said, bro. But that's today's. I would have to say Bone Thugs and Lil Wayne are the biggest influencers of this time. Absolutely. So in 2021, do you think we're gonna get more of that, or you think we're gonna get a little more individuality this year? Excuse me.
You know, I think we will get. We're gonna get it all. I think we're gonna get more of the legendary artists probably dropping this year. I think a lot of people who wanted to drop in 2020 kind of waited, hoping that they would be able to tour again, because that's where
the bread is. They say.
Yeah, that's where the money is at. So, but now I don't think you want to hold an album for 2 years. Like, you probably want to go ahead and just put it out. If you can't tour, find some other way to make some money with it.
Right.
Move on to the next album. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we'll see what happens. I mean, I would hope that people find a way to monetize their music better while we have the coronavirus going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, if you had to pay for Kendrick Lamar's OnlyFans to get his album, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
What, you know, if there
Don't
was
give
like
them
some
those
type-
ideas, man. Look, man, I'm not trying to pay $10.99 or $20 a month just to hear your album, Mr. Kendrick Lamar. I was just listening to DNA the other day, man, and that joint still got. I was watching the video with Don Cheadle. Like, we need Kendrick this year. You know, and I do notice that Kendrick doesn't necessarily make any political statements outright, like, you know, but in his music we hear a lot of his political views and his stance on, you know, his stance on whatever he believes in. I feel like we need this year we're gonna need like some sort of voice to kind of help us kind of get through what we're going through right now, man. I think Kendrick is gonna he gonna give us a lot of jewels, a lot of knowledge, a lot of encouragement, and a lot of pride, you know, at least to the Black community. I think he's gonna, you know, give us, you know, and I think that's important right now, especially with everything that's going on. Without stating my political views, you know, and everything like that, I definitely am looking forward to a Kendrick album. That is needed in 2020. Definitely.
Absolutely. I think weighing on him, weighing on J. Cole.
Cole, definitely.
And I hope Jay-Z gets Obama on his album. I think that would be
That'd be
all
crazy.
Flex.
That'd be the best flex.
Obama.
That'd be the best flex, man.
I can see it, man. That's
you crazy.
That's my prediction.
I mean, he already done brought Michael Jackson out at Summer Jam.
He's either gonna be on Kendrick's album or he's gonna be on Jay-Z's album.
Oh, you think or J. Cole's album? You think hold on, you talking about J. Cole bringing out Obama?
Jay-Z or Kendrick? I think
Jay-Z or Kendrick. Okay.
I think either of them could get Obama on the phone.
Yeah, I think Obama said something about Kendrick, you know, being one of his favorite artists or something like that. So I could see that. That would be dope, man. That would be dope. So what's the
sample?
Or sample them, right. Right. Like, what do you got planned for, you know, hip hop tonight this year, man? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. This brother inspires me because when I'm not working, he's working, and you know, I see him putting out, you know, great content. Like he's consistent with his interviews. Y'all make sure y'all follow Hip Hop Tonight on Instagram because that's where the lives go down. You know what I'm saying? But what do you got planned for this year, man? What you looking to bring?
Man, I want to expand somewhat the interviews I'm doing. You know, I want to do more of those.
Right.
I want to interview people outside of just rappers, but also people in different fields within the hip hop industry, managers, production assistants, lawyers. If I can interview like an entertainment lawyer or something, that'd be an awesome interview. You know, photographers, designers. I'm trying to talk
engineers, producers,
exactly. Yeah.
We never hear about We never hear from the engineers, dog. I know somebody.
Young Guru is like one of my biggest inspirations. He's like a great engineer. Worked with Rockefeller for years. You know, still working with Ninth Wonder and Rhapsody.
Right.
And, so yeah, I would love to interview somebody like that. You know. You just gotta, it could be anybody. I'm just keeping my ears open in terms of what else I got going on, man. Outside of just the interviews, I want to just start releasing more content. You're gonna see me doing more reviews and news in addition to the interviews. And I got a live show coming up next week. So we'll just, hopefully Hip Hop Tonight can just keep on growing, getting bigger. I'm open and willing to pretty much take all opportunities, just see what life kind of brings my way right now.
Right.
And I'm willing to collaborate with everybody, man.
Right.
I know, like I mentioned before, Grit Management, Antonio, he's got some new stuff on the horizon. He's got a new radio show. So definitely check him out. But I'm just trying to link up, man. I'm trying to work, collaborate, keep pushing, help push other people farther. I got an idea for a I don't know if I should mention it here or not, or just surprise people with it. But
Just
I might as well,
surprise them,
man. This is the exclusive, man. I'm thinking about, y'all tell me if this is a good idea. I'm thinking about doing a Hip Hop Tonight mixtape where all the artists I've interviewed can collaborate with each
That's
other.
a good idea. Yeah.
And, I might do a little couple drops in there and little interludes, or maybe even kick a verse or something. You know what I mean? And just start putting out a mixtape series for each season of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That might be kind of dope,
Yeah.
If nothing else, man, I want to put together like a playlist. I do have a playlist on Tidal. We'll put together a playlist for all the streaming services so people can get an idea of everybody I'm interviewing.
Right.
But just try to do some out of the box type of stuff. You know what I mean? What about you? What you got going on for Boom Bap Music?
Oh man, so this year, man, my biggest goal is frequency and consistency and quality. That's my goal for this year, to make sure that in everything that I do, I'm consistently doing it frequently, putting out content more often, and maybe more multiple videos per week than usual. And quality, man, I'm always looking to step my game up. I am editing right now myself, but I got a guy that's going to come on. I'm gonna introduce him to the Boom Bap fam, as soon as we start working together and everything. But I think it's just reaching out to more artists, being more active on social media, posting more content on social media. I want to be able to share, new artists or independent artists, just more frequently, and just I definitely want to work with more artists doing more things. Like I did a reaction video last year. I did an interview. I did a couple of other different styles. I did like a commercial last year. I did what I do. I did like a intro to Boom Bap Music, just kind of showing what Boom Bap Music Channel was going to bring to the table, the platform. So I think advertising this year a lot more, just to bring more awareness.
That's the money right there.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking to do a little bit of everything, man. I really want to reach my 1,000 subscribers this year. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to make this monetized, because my plan is, I ain't gonna say what my plan is yet. It's gonna be a surprise. Y'all will know when it happens. But once I hit a 1,000 subscribers and the channel becomes monetized, and I could do this every day for a living, then, well, not at 1,000. It'll probably be for me to be supported off of. It's gonna have to be like 1 million or something.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking forward, man. Pushing the merch more too this year, man. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. Any shout outs you want to give, man? I think we should shout some people out, man.
I'm gonna be selling this mug. This is my only merch. The coveted mug. No.
Right.
It's $100 a mug.
Right.
Designer,
Right.
Any
artists?
I gotta do a big shout outs. Big shout out to you, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you reaching out to me to do this year and wrap up.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited for what we might have popping up in the future.
And I ain't even gonna say, but listen, me and Cortez, but I'm sorry, bro. I'm gonna have to cut you off right quick. Me and this guy, like we met up a couple times, man, and we've just talked about different ideas. We gonna bring some stuff to the table. We working on building our platforms and everything, but I think what we're gonna bring to the table is we're gonna create an industry for the independent artists. There's gonna be a whole lane for the independent artists to be able to make money without having to sign to a major label or feeling the pressure monetarily. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And something, I ain't gonna say what it is, but we both had this idea.
I'm not gonna spoil nothing.
Yeah, we both had this one idea that's definitely, I feel like the artist.
Next, maybe at the end of this year, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
we'll see what happens, man.
We'll see what happens.
But look, it's gonna be dope, man. Big shout outs, great management. Big shout outs to everybody that I've interviewed this past year, all the supporters, and anybody that's been giving thumbs ups, likes, follows, subscriptions, all of that. You know, it's always an honor to feel like people appreciate what you're doing, you know, and y'all spend y'all time to watch what I'm doing. It means a lot. So big thank you. Shout out to everybody who's been supportive of me so far. Of course, my family, you know, my wife and my son. So big shout out to them, of course. How about you, man?
I just have to say, man, you know, first and foremost, man, thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just glad me and Cortez came together, you know, and just supporting each other. You know, if anything, if we don't do anything else together, bro, I'm gonna always support what you got going on. And I'm just glad that we came together as in unison, as opposed to, you know, making it more difficult on each other than it already has to be, you know. So thanks to you for that, man. What, man? Why you looking at me like that, man?
What are you gonna do to make it difficult on me? Are you? Like, you know,
No, man, you know, it could, you know, people, you know, like when people see, if you do anything similar, it could be one thing, you know, instead of just coming together and uplifting one another, man, you know, that crab in the barrel mentality, or, you know, just hate.
It's gonna be wild, yo. When we get our first big haters that are like,
oh,
you know,
man, it's gonna be
page dedicated to hating on you.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy, bro. But that's when you know you made it. There was this chorus back then that was like, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't really popping this. All right. So it's gonna happen, dog. It's gonna happen. But hopefully we have
your pictures.
Yeah, man, hopefully we got enough positivity in our channels and everything where we don't get that, you know. Hopefully, I think if we don't get into the toxic lane, we'll be all right.
Right.
But definitely have to say shout out to you, shout out to the Boom Bap fam. Y'all already know I give y'all a shout out every single video, man. I appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for y'all and just seeing the continued support, you know, even at some times where you feel like giving up, or you feel like whatever, it's because of the views and the comments and the emails and the support, you know, that I get that keeps me going. So I appreciate the support. Definitely shout out to my family. They definitely been holding me down. They definitely support this because, you know, I'm an accountant by day, you know, so it's they used to see me in one lane, but for them to support me in the lane that I'm in right now, you know, it definitely keeps the fire going, and you know, it encourages me to keep going. I gotta give a shout out to Official AB, Michael X, The Firm, Brody, One, Bruiser, Red, my boy Red Rum. What's his name? Sean Red Rum. Yeah, Tesh, Slim Hardaway, Problem Child Kill. Phoenix, the producer. I know I'm probably forgetting some names, man. I apologize if I forgot your name, but every single artist that I've connected with that has been, you know, open to sharing their content and their music, you know, their babies, they pretty much sharing their, you know, their babies, their life and everything with you. That means everything to me. So, yeah, man, I appreciate all the support that I've been getting, you know, man. And I just look forward to this year, man. It's going to be a crazy year. It's going to be fun. Hopefully we come up out of this COVID-19 situation. I don't know if they're going to try to make us take these shots or not, but, you know, I'm going to do the best I can to give y'all different looks, to be outside a little bit more, you know. Yeah, meet up with my boy Cortez, maybe do some live interviews. You know, like where I could just go to an artist spot or whatever, set up my little, this is a backdrop, y'all. Okay? This is a backdrop. This ain't, I know my boy.
Bring that anywhere though. Bring that anywhere, man. That'll be dope.
Right, but I'm gonna take my little backdrop with me and I'm gonna be all over the place, man. So, you know, y'all just stay tuned. Y'all look at the collaborations that me and, when me and Cortez collaborate, it's gonna be for a reason. It ain't, you know, you might see me on some. He might let me come into one of his lives every now and again. But when we put something together, and we already got some stuff put together, but when we come together, it's gonna be for a big. It's gonna be for some big changes, and it's gonna be a big platform for you guys to. Hey, whatever. I see you smiling, man. I see you smiling at me. I'm dead serious. It's gonna change the game. It's gonna change the game.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Most definitely, man. It's this year. I have high hopes for this year. I think I know I'm gonna keep my foot on the gas all year, so. Yeah. That's why I'm kind of prolonging my vacation right now, but
yeah, I've been on vacay too, bro.
You know, today kind of marks the end of my vacay, so I appreciate you getting me back in my, you know, back in my
Listen,
you know, I'm back in front of the camera, man. I'm ready for action.
Right.
So if anybody was planning on making moves, man, time is up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You had your chance.
I'm back now.
You had your chance. Boom,
might schedule an interview tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
The Boom Bap Music Channel. Ain't nothing been on the Boom Bap Music Channel since October. So it's been a while, brother. But I'm looking forward to this year. You know, I'm glad, you know, excuse if we got a little bit of lag or whatever. I got multiple different instances of my camera showing up, so it's causing a little lag, but I appreciate y'all for stopping through, checking out hip hop tonight, checking out the Boom Bap Music Channel. My boy Cortez Hero, of course your boy Phlip Watts. You got anything you want to say before we sign out on?
Y'all been tuned in live. It's a 2020 wrap up. We'll see y'all next year, I guess. Or shoot, it's this year now.
So
peace all around. Peace out, man. Much love to everybody.
And make sure that y'all make news for 2021 so that we can do this and it could be and you get mentioned next year. We want to mention as many different artists, especially the independent artists, as much as possible. So make sure you create news, and I'll holler at you, bro.
Yeah, man. All right, that's it. Peace.